Hey, it's Jennifer Declare, the Bar Exam Mentor. If you're feeling guilty about not being fully independent, self-sufficient, or contributing to your household while you're in between bar exams, something very important to pay attention to. We have to address that guilt. If that guilt is allowed to continue, it generates negative emotional energy that really drains your resources, your physical and emotional and mental resources that you need to be spending on studying for and passing the bar exam. It gets in the way of you saying no to tasks that could very well be put off until later. And instead of saying no to those tasks, you give in because you already feel guilty that you're not contributing while you're studying for the bar exam. Doing those things actually hampers your chances for success. It gets in the way of you studying, being fully present while you study. It gets in the way of you resting up when you're not studying. It gets in the way of you guarding your sacred study time, and all of those things actually make it harder for you to pass the bar exam. So the point here is that if you are currently dealing with the feeling of guilt or less than, or I'm not enough, or I should be doing more, or I'm hurting my husband, I'm hurting my mother, I'm hurting the people who love me and are sacrificing of themselves in order to support me, I'm hurting them by being in this position, by studying for the bar exam and by failing the bar exam. I'm hurting them. This is going to lead to their sickness or their demise. If you're carrying that around, you have to deal with it, because it is actually increasing the chances that you will repeat the bar exam again later. So if that's you, and this is your situation, I invite you to look at all the opportunities that I'm offering you inside the group, and I'll put a link down below to get on the phone and talk with me one-on-one to address this, because it is one of those things that will spell disaster if it's not addressed sooner rather than later. You'll end up prolonging your path and extending the amount of time that you spend feeling like you are being irresponsible or selfish, etc. The guilt that you have about not being self-sufficient around the bar exam is only going to extend the time that you spend not being self-sufficient around the bar exam. You have to take care of it. And so for that, I invite you to look around, read more, use the link that I'm posting below so that you can make some headway in solving that sooner rather than later, so that you can get done with this phase of your life and move on to making the money and having the life and the freedom that you deserve. That's what I've got for you today. Jennifer Declare, the Bar Exam Mentor. Bye-bye for now.